Coming up at 4:30, new today, authorities have made an arrest in the mysterious double homicide at the University of Colorado Springs dorm. What fellow students on campus are saying at this hour. Last night was the People's Choice Awards, which popular summer movie took home a lot of hardware. And the UCO baseball team is on a roll as the Broncos win another home game. Mark Lowe will have the full breakdown. Finally, how Starbucks is opening locations to be more inclusive. All this and more happening right now on UCentral News.
Live from Central Oklahoma, this is UCentral News.
Good evening, I'm Emma Birch.
And I'm Shanice Hopkins. Welcome to this edition of UCentral News.
Police confirm they are investigating a double homicide at the University of Colorado Springs, not a murder-suicide. This comes after two people were found dead inside a dorm Friday morning, and it prompted an hours-long shelter in place. Jared Dean reports from outside the dorms where students say they still have lots of questions.
I was shocked, honestly. I had woke up to an email from one of my teachers saying that there was a lockdown and to just be safe, lock the door.
Just after 6 o'clock Friday morning, police responded to a shots fired call inside the Alpine Village dorms on campus. Police found two people dead inside one of the dorm rooms, and the campus went on lockdown. Campus has closed for the weekend. UCCS says they will have resources available for students throughout the weekend, with counselors available.
Perfect, thank you.
For now, no further information is available, but officials do say there is no threat to the public. The district attorney's office says they will be working closely with law enforcement.
We will be the lead prosecuting agency, as is usual. I know and I have great faith in CSPD and the work that they're doing to make sure that they are going to be giving us a very strong case.
Officials did not take any questions during those news conferences, but offered their condolences to the families. A potential vigil is being planned for Monday. UCCS says they have a number of resources available for students. Counselors are available from noon till 6 all weekend in both the cybersecurity building and the wellness center.
We are the Mountain Lion family, and we are strong. Now is the time to lean on one another, to reach out to one another, to grieve, and to borrow strength from each other.
Police now have a suspect in custody, but no names have been released. We will have more updates as the situation develops.
If you're ever on a situation on campus that you think needs police presence, you can contact campus police by going to the UCO website in the Department of Public Safety tab or download the Guardian app on your phone.
Along with contacting the police directly, you can also read up on these red booklets located in every building on campus that detail from situations from bomb threats to even tornadoes. There's also active shooter, there are chemical spills, so if you're ever just kind of want to board and just kind of have some information, I highly suggest picking up one of these and reading them.
Coming up next, we've got Maureen with our first look at weather.
Hello, you guys. Today is a beautiful day outside. It is 61 degrees with very light wind. Winds are just about 9 miles per hour, and our humidity isn't that high either. It's at 44. And then as we look ahead at this week, we are going to have a gusty day coming on Wednesday. Gusts are going to get as high as 25 miles per hour, so just be aware of that when you are outside on Wednesday. Throughout the week, we're really just going to see 60s and 70s. It's honestly going to be very beautiful outside. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, elevated fire conditions are going to be rising due to this high temperatures and this low humidity, so just be aware of that. Other than that, happy President's Day. So all you kids are off in the metro area, hopefully y'all are enjoying this beautiful day. Emma and Shanice, what are you guys thinking about this weather we have coming up?
I am so excited. It's fine. Like the groundhog, like you said, we were talking about the groundhog was right. Spring is here.
Yes, I really enjoyed my walk to campus today. It felt amazing. Maureen, do you have any plans after this?
Honestly, after this, I'm going to go over to Hefner Park and do a little walk with some of my friends.
That is a great idea. I might have to do that too.
Right.
Well, thank you, Maureen. The Students First Sustainability Organization on campus is hosting a reusable bag making event. On Tuesday, February 27th, the Liberal Arts Building from 4 to 5 p.m., you can bring any old t-shirt that you might have laying around and turn it into something a bit more useful. Make sure to RSVP on the UCOR website.
Tomorrow, PAYCOM and the National Organization for Women are hosting Pride and Professionalism to discuss how to boost your confidence in professional environments. The event will be from noon to 1 in Thatcher Hall, and a free lunch will be provided to the attendees who register through UCOR in advance.
From inflation and interest rates and the stock market, these are more reasons to make those reusable tote bags. Sam Klosowski has your Monday Money Minute.
Thank you, Emma, and welcome back to Money Minute, where I analyze economic trends and give you the rundown on what's affecting students in the finance world. Since inflation was reported higher than normal, expect interest rates to stay higher for longer. Let's look at this chart comparing U.S. interest rates to the top 500 companies in America since 1980. The blue line is the stock market, and the orange lines are interest rates. Since 2000, the stock market has dropped every time after interest rates are cut, and the U.S. Federal Reserve Bank is preparing to cut rates again later this year. The last few times this happened, we saw a 47% decrease during the dot-com bubble in 2000, a 53% drop during the housing crisis around 2008, and most recently a 33% drop at the start of the pandemic in March 2020. Outside of preventing hyperinflation, interest rates affect the prices of stocks, bonds, and your purchasing power on everyday items. Obviously, it's unclear if the market will dip again when rates are cut, but I just want to make everyone aware of the possibility of a similar market dip. Really, no one knows which direction the market will go, but economic data can give you an idea. I'm Sam Kozlowski. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Sam. So like we talked about before, it is so nice outside today.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to the rest of the weather coming up after the break.
Happy birthday! Make a wish.
Miss you guys.
Blue skies smiling at me, talking about blue skies. Do I see bluebirds singing a song, talking about blue skies from now on?
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Are you really sure this is all going to fit?
Oh, it'll fit. I got that.
All right.
When hauling anything, ensure it's secure. Losing your load is dangerous for all drivers. We want everyone to make it home safe. Help make Oklahoma safe by securing your load.
Hello, you guys. My name is Maureen Dirk, and thank you so much for tuning into UCentral News. I'm here with your full weather update. As I said earlier, it is 61 degrees outside here in Edmond, a beautiful sunny day with very low winds. And then as we look at the current conditions across the map, we're just seeing 60s, even 72 up in Altus. So just, again, a beautiful day today. And then as we go into tonight, temperatures are going to drop like they usually do. We're going to see it at 44. Again, just clear skies, low winds. Humidity will rise up to 66, but overall just a very beautiful day. As we look at tonight across the state of Oklahoma, we are just seeing 30s, 39 OKC, 32 up in Miami, but again, not too crazy. And then as we look ahead throughout the week, again, Wednesday and Thursday, those fire conditions are going to be elevated, so just be kind of cautious about that. But throughout the week, nothing too crazy, 60s and 70s. And then as we look at tomorrow across the state of Oklahoma, we are seeing 70s across the board, 73 in OKC, 76 all the way in Ardmore, 74 in McAllister, and then a low of 68 up in Miami. And then as we go into tomorrow in Edmond, 7 a.m., it's going to be 37 degrees outside and cool. Nothing too crazy, just bring a jacket with you. And then by noon, skies are going to be clear and it will be around 65. And then as we go into the evening at 7 p.m., temperatures are going to drop a little bit at 62. And then as we look at our 7-day, like I said earlier, we are seeing 60s and 70s this week. Wednesday, some clouds are going to move in, and Thursday might be a little bit gusty. But other than that, it's a very calm week. We're even getting up to 71 on Saturday and 73 on Sunday. So this will be a beautiful weekend to get outside and enjoy this weather. That is all I have for you guys right now. Back to you guys at the desk.
That looks so nice. Very promising spring weather. I'm very excited.
That's probably the best the weather has looked all winter.
100%.
All winter. And coming up next, when we come back, what film dominated the People's Choice Awards show last night?
And what new app has launched on campus today? Perla Tovar will have more after the break.
I was raised to believe in the power of possibility, to always move forward but never forget where I came from, to value hard work, ingenuity, and hospitality. On one hand, my people are rough and rugged. On the other, refined and elegant. They taught me how to love beautiful things and cherish my past, to seek out adventure, eat well, and to have a good time. So I keep their traditions alive every place I go. They call me Oklahoma City, but you can call me the modern frontier.
UCentral News as a whole, you got to be in those different areas, like being on camera, being off camera, being in the control room. And so I feel like that is what prepared me most about being in the workplace.
UCentral and the Mass Comm department has provided me all the tools and the fundamentals that are needed in order to thrive well and thrive fast at my job.
Maybe it's time to hit the road and visit a place where stories unfold. This is the land of the ultimate road trip, with sights old and new on Route 66. There's fun to be had, so much to do, and a few new surprises before you get through. Oklahoma has the most miles to share of Route 66. It's really quite rare. TravelOK.com will show you the way. Come see for yourself this iconic highway.
Welcome back, Broncos. I'm Perla Tovar, and we're going to be taking a look at what's trending on social media. Last night, many talented entertainers celebrated at the 2024 People's Choice Awards to honor this year's biggest and the best achievements in TV, film, and music. The Barbie movie dominated the ceremony by taking home Movie of the Year as well as Best Comedy Movie. Leading the individual awards, Ryan Gosling secured Male Movie Star, and Female Movie Star was presented to Margot Robbie. America Ferrera also won Best Movie Performance for her outstanding performance in the film. In the realm of music, the track Barbie World by Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice won Best Collaboration Song. That's a total of 6 wins for the film, and let's not forget the ceremony was also hosted by Barbie stall Simu Liu. And let's talk about, and take a look about last night's attention-grabbing looks. Starting off with Billie Eilish, she chose a sweater vest, shirt, and tie combo teamed with baggy trousers and chunky shoes. Eilish ended up winning her very first acting award for TV Performance of the Year for her role in Swarm. Next up, Ice Spice went all out in a burnt orange Dolce & Gabbana dress that complemented her signature curls. Ice Spice took home Artist of the Year. And TikTok star Markel Washington paired his denim cowboy hat with what looks like floor-length skirt made from multiple pairs of jeans, then added some flair by wrapping his torso in metal belts. And the reason why there were a lot of celebrities missing at the People's Choice Awards last night is because, unfortunately, it did fall on the same night as the British Academy Film and Television Arts Awards. And trending all over campus, people have been talking about the new app called Fizz. Fizz is a go-to app that people are using from big universities like Yale and Stanford to allow students to post anonymous pictures, memes, videos, and polls. In honor of launching the new app, you can post promoting the new app to your Instagram story and earn $15 as long as you have over 200 followers. Once your story is up, tag @FizzCentralOK and then DM them your number to be Venmo'd. Once you have joined, you'll be a part of the university's private community on Fizz, but it is not affiliated with UCO, so anything you post will not be linked back to the university. Now, do we think this app is going to pick up, or do we think it's going to shut down due to the declining numbers of end users of the misuse of the platform? And trending on X is Millie Brown from Stranger Things. Today, she celebrates her 20th birthday. All right, that's all the time I have for you guys today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Perla. Coming up in sports, baseball continues their undefeated season in a pair of rivalry games.
And the All-Star game was last night. What's getting attention? Mark Lowe has the breakdown next.
Feel the beat of nature at a park or forest near you. Find a forest and music inspired by nature at discovertheforest.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
For spring sports here in Edmond, where we had 4 different sports spread out over 6 games since Saturday. Let's start over on the baseball diamond. The undefeated Broncos were able to get double digits in the win column after a gritty win at home on Saturday against in-town rival Oklahoma Christian 4-3. On Sunday, they headed just a couple miles south to the Eagles' home turf for part 2 of the matchup. The Broncos were off to a hot start, scoring 8 after the first 3 innings, but in the bottom of the third, the Eagles came screeching back, getting 5 in the bottom of the third to bring it within 2. The Broncos would not let this spark continue as they put up 8 more and held OC scoreless through the rest of the innings, getting the win 16-6. The 20th ranked Broncos are now 11-0 on the season and are headed to their first true test of the year in Central Missouri. The Mules are ranked 4th overall as they host the Red Hot Broncos. This will be a good one, and it all starts this Friday at 3 over in Warrensburg. Now just a stone's throw away to the Jerry Pinkston Stadium where the Raising Cane's Festival took place all weekend. The stadium played host to 14 softball games since Friday, 4 of them featuring the Lady Broncos. Lady Cho started out strong against East Central for Game 1, taking care of business 7-1. Then came Arkansas Tech. Errors were the story of the day for the Broncos as they got behind fast and stayed behind and ultimately got run-rolled 9-0 after 5 innings. Now to a beautiful sunny Sunday. The Broncos were clearly not happy about getting run-rolled on Friday, and they made it everybody else's problem. Lady Cho started their day off against 23rd-ranked Southern Arkansas and put bat to ball to get 5 on the board early on. The Mule Riders got one across home in the second, and the Lady Broncos responded with one of their own. The script stayed pretty much the same for the third, and Central Oklahoma put the cherry on top with the J.C. Minter Bronco bomb to get 3 across home plate and a 10-2 win. Let's fast forward a couple of hours, and the Lady Broncos were back to take on Southwestern Oklahoma State. UCO got things started with a 2-run double by McKenna Johnson. SWOSU got their only run of the game in the top of the third, and the Lady Chos responded with 2 more in the bottom. They weren't done just yet. Tatum Long hit a bomb in the fourth to go up 5-1 in the fourth. Shaylee Odom kept the foot on the gas and hit another center field moonshot to get 2 more across the plate to get it to 7-1. J.C. Minter found some late game fire again and hit 2 moonshots for runs in the fifth and 6 to stomp the Bulldogs. The 11th ranked Lady Broncos get a 9-day break before they head to Southwest OKC to take on Southern Nazarene. The Crimson Storm played as another host site to the Raising Cane's Festival this weekend and are looking to snap the Broncos' win streak. First pitch for this one is currently set for February 27th at 1 p.m. down in Bethany. Over in the Fieldhouse, both basketball teams had an in-conference matchup against Washburn, and our women's team got to work fast. Lady Broncos were rocking the pink jerseys and the scoreboard on Saturday. The first half of the game was back and forth, but UCO was on top after the first half by 2. The third quarter saw the Lady Chos start to pull away after a great performance by Reagan Fox, who had 22 points on the day. Elena Wilson dominated in the paint, getting 12 en route to an 82-68 win for the Lady Broncos. The win moves them to 6-18 on the season and marks their first win of the month of February. They head up I-44 Thursday to Claremore to pay a visit to the Rogers State Hillcats. The Broncos won last month's meeting between the two teams and are looking to make it 2 on the season. Tip-off for this one is set for 5:30. Over on the other court, the men's basketball team found themselves in a must-win scenario on Saturday when the Ichabods also came to Edmond. It was a gritty game between the chosen Ichabods, with both teams responding to the other in the first half. After the first 20 minutes, the Broncos led the Ichabods 41-36. Second half saw the Broncos rally behind Jaden Wells, who put up a casual 27 points, and Danquez Dossie, who posted 20 on the day. The Broncos didn't give the lead to the Ichabods in the second and came away with this one, 79-69. The win over Washburn secures a spot in the MIAA Basketball Championship, but there's still a couple scenarios in seeding as they head into the last 2 weeks of conference play. They're on the road to try and get a higher seed as they face off against another tournament team in Rogers State. Tip-off for this one is set for 7:30 on Thursday. Finally today, we head to the pros. Last night was the All-Star game in the NBA, and we saw records get shattered. The yearly matchup between the stars of the East and the West didn't disappoint, as we saw the most points ever scored in an All-Star game with a final score of 211-186. All-Star MVP Damian Lillard of the Milwaukee Bucks put up 39 in the affair, with the East also scoring the most points ever by a team in the game's history. The record for most combined threes by teams was also broke, with the new record at 66 overall. It was a great offensive game, and fans from around the league loved it. Shanice, Emma, did you guys catch the game? And what did you guys think of the insane amount of points that was put up?
I did not watch the game. I saw the highlights, I saw the score, and I was like, that's a ridiculous amount of points. But hey, it's the All-Star game. They're just having fun.
I mean, it would have been amazing if Oklahoma was able to take MVP, but I'm a huge fan of Damian Lillard, and he was pretty deserving of the title. Coming up, UCentral reporter Georgia Jones looks into a new walking trail that is going under construction in Edmond.
And Maureen will have our last look at weather when we come back.
Feel the beat of nature at a park or forest near you. Find a forest and music inspired by nature at discovertheforest.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Edmond has broken ground on the Creek Bend Trail in addition to efforts to expand outdoor facilities for bikers, runners, and local nature enthusiasts. UCentral's Georgia Jones has more on the development.
The city of Edmond has broken ground on the new Creek Bend Trail, in addition to the system of trails that the city will use to create a new, well-maintained, safe network for recreation and transportation. The Creek Bend Trail was originally included in the 1999 Trails and Sidewalk Master Plan, the Bicycle Master Plan, and now an Edmond shift as part of the core trail network around the city. The trail will be a 16-foot wide, multi-use trail to connect the Spring Creek Trail on the west side of I-35 Frontage Road, a half-mile south of East 2nd Street, west to Coltrane Road. The 1.2-mile trail will be constructed in 2 phases, starting on the west side of Coltrane. The new Creek Bend Trail will be part of a 10-mile network of paved trails that will ultimately connect 3 major recreational facilities in the city: Arcadia Lake, Hafer Park, and Mitch Park. The trails are sure to connect the heart of Edmond and open up opportunities for the community to go out and explore what the city has to offer. Reporting with UCentral News from Creek Bend Trail, I'm Georgia Jones.
Thank you, Georgia. Starbucks has opened its first cafe designed to give customers with disabilities more accessibility. It's in Washington, D.C., and here's a look. It includes softer indoor lighting to minimize glare, shadow patterns, and backlighting to help people read menu items or in-store info. Materials that minimize background noise or echoes, which could disrupt people's using hearing aids. Minimum clutter at the front of the store to make it easier for customers in wheelchairs or motorized scooters to get around. The lower counters where coffee and food is picked up for wheelchair access. All renovated and new cafes will be implemented in the new design features. It has been so nice outside. I'm telling you, we have just been talking about it over and over again. It feels like it's May.
Yes, we've got our final look at weather with Maureen.
Thank you, guys. And again, here is our 7-day forecast. It is looking great throughout the week. 62s and 70s. 75 on Wednesday will be your high of the week. Remember that Wednesday and Thursday is when those fire chances are going to rise. So just be aware of that. But other than that, we have a great week ahead. And then for tomorrow, Edmond, as you are going to work in the morning, it is going to be 37. Nothing too cold and nothing we haven't seen before. Just make sure you dress kind of warm. And then by noon, it will be 65 and clear. So it'll be a good day to go outside, get some lunch, maybe go for a walk on your lunch break. And then by 7 p.m., temperatures will drop down to 62, but 62 in February is great. And that's all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Listen, we've mentioned this before. I'm so happy the weather is finally feeling like spring. I think I'm going to go take a nice walk after this. What about you?
I think, a nice walk. I think my roommates and I, we might go get some food. So who knows? We might have a picnic on campus, enjoy as much nice weather because it is Oklahoma. It could be cold next week.
That is very true. Our weather is so unpredictable here.
It's crazy. Well, that is all the time we have for today. I'm Emma Birch.
And I'm Shanice Hopkins. Have a great evening.